The good news is you don't need to be sitting next to an ocean in Greece with a log fire to make the next recipe. I'm going to grill up some halloumi over this open fire here, but you can do it on a grill pan or on a barbecue at home really easily. And of course you can sort of have this with burgers or parts of salads or many different things. So these are the zucchini I got from the market this morning, and as you can see they're ribbed zucchini and they've still got the flour on top. So these flour can actually be just trimmed underneath that kind of stem or stamen there. And I've got a speed peeler here. You can do this with a knife, but I find a speed peeler is heaps easier because we'll get consistent, really thin silky strips. And try and keep them nice and wide. And I normally do a zucchini per person for this dish. So to cure the zucchini is a really good little trick I learned a lot of years ago, and it's exactly the same philosophy as curing meats. We're going to use salt to draw a lot of the extra moisture out of the zucchini. And you only need to do it for a few seconds because those zucchini strips are so thin. Literally a pinch per zucchini of salt over the top. Give the zucchini a good toss through just to sort of evenly distribute the salt everywhere, and just let it sit. After it's been sitting for 5 minutes, we want to plunge it into cold water really quickly, like 10 seconds, in, out, shake it all about and get it out. From there, you want to sort of pat it dry on kitchen paper, and the result's going to be a beautiful, silky, and really pliable zucchini. Toasting the pine nuts just really opens up all the flavors in the pine nuts, and there's a lot of natural kind of oil in the pine nut. Once we toast it up, all that really comes out and explodes out. So you're going to be really careful with pine nuts because they go from being not toasted to burnt really quickly. Low, medium heat or campfire. We don't need to toast them until they're like really blackened. We just want them to be really golden brown. So I've got these gorgeous big Kalamata olives, and I'm just going to sort of break a few of those into there. I don't want to put too many, I'm just making a single portion here, so probably 6 or 7. And we can get the pine nuts. I need to get a couple of raisins in there as well. What I want to do with this lemon, I'm going to grill this up, which is something I do a lot these days to go with sort of different meats, but with cheese, it's absolutely amazing. The lemon's got a huge amount of natural sugar in there, so by grilling the lemon, we caramelize the natural sugars in there. So we take that lemon and turn it from something bitter to something bitter but beautifully sweet at the same time. So from this point, I can start to add all my leaves into there: rocket, mint, and parsley. So now for the final part of this dish is to grill up the Oleana Cypriot halloumi. It's super simple, a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, barbecue. One of my favorite things about this is it's really easy and quick to do. It's pre-sliced, which means that we can put it straight on the barbecue and use it for hamburgers, a flatbread, pita, or in this circumstance, we're going to do it with a beautiful sort of grilled zucchini salad. So I've got my nice hot barbecue here. I like to cook it for about 1 minute to 2 minutes each side. So while that's cooking, we can see these lemons I've just flipped over have really caramelized up now. They've almost started to blacken there. You're gonna be really careful when you do this because they are hot. It's gonna have really hot juice in there. So if you tend to sort of tilt it and squeeze it, you might get a little bit of a burn. So just be careful. So to finish up this salad, super simple. I don't want to put any salt in there as such because we've salt cured the zucchini, and that's going to have a very gentle underlying salt tone to it as well. So much like when you're making a sandwich with prosciutto, you don't really need to add any extra salt into there. So a little bit of pepper, some extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of this lemon juice. And so from there, you just want to toss the ingredients together, being really careful not to crunch the ingredients because you'll bruise them if you do that. So treat it with kitty gloves. As you can see, the halloumi's cooked for a couple of minutes each side and it's beautiful and brown. This cheese melts at a really high temperature, perfectly suited for this and also frying. So I'm just going to do a couple of pieces down here and get some of these pine nuts and the raisins from down the bottom. And there we had it. That's pretty much fast food. It takes about 8 minutes to make. All those gorgeous flavors of the pine nuts and the raisins and the mint and the parsley, and of course the Cypriot Oleana halloumi cheese.